Like the mixtape before that, like come on, bro.
Completely.
Like that's what we wanted. That's what it should have been out on Shady. And Shady, for whatever reason, wanted to change the sound and give him a more mainstream appeal. My thing is this, and this is where I would say like the balance. This is where the balance was lost, Ken. This is what Hell Rail was talking about.
Look at Hell Rail.
This is what Hell Rail was talking about.
2024 getting another name drop on Dead Hip Hop.
This is what Hell Rail was talking about, bro. Look, we gotta Dead Hip Hop convo. Everybody's here minus BZ430. Shout out to BZ430. But the rest of us is here. And they did this convo without me the first go round. But what happened to these rappers?
What did you say before that? I didn't understand what you said before that.
Saying shout out to BZ430.
And then you said something.
We did the combo without him.
Yeah, the first go round.
Yeah, we did the combo. That's what you said?
Yeah.
I don't know. I did not hear it that way. I was
Damn,
like, this
what
nigga
did I
speaking
say?
a knuckle language right now, dog.
Yeah, it sounded like that.
It sounded like a run-on sentence, I think. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm glad Ken heard it. Yeah.
But in the first go round, looks like you guys talked about Wale, B.O.B., Chance the Rapper, Fetty Wap, Dej Loaf, Ace Hood.
Oh, you wasn't on that.
I wasn't on it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
now
I'm catching
like,
up.
I'm like, yo, like, what are we talking? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Okay,
Yeah, I'm catching up. I'm
Got it,
catching
got
up.
it,
Like,
got
I'm
it,
trying to
got
set
it.
the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Invite me in, bro. I wasn't here last
Got
time.
it.
Who y'all want to start with, man? Who y'all want to start with?
I do have a question though. Like, any thoughts on, since you were not here?
On these guys?
Yeah, the guys that we did talk about.
B.O.B. is very interesting.
Okay.
B.O.B. is very
And I
interesting.
think he just dropped an album.
Did he?
Hold on, let me check, man.
Hey, that tells you where he is in his
Right.
career. You know what I'm saying? No
For
disrespect,
why?
but
No, disrespect.
Oh, man.
Nigga, why?
Yeah, man, he dropped a single, bro.
Oh, he dropped a single, not an album.
Okay.
Shit, he dropped 2 albums last year.
wow. Ken, you want to do it? D365?
But he dropped the single June 7th.
Okay.
But you said B.O.B. is interesting.
Yeah, B.O.B. is interesting because a lot of people on T.I.'s label didn't do or go where they were supposed to.
I forgot he was on T.I. Like,
Yeah,
goddamn.
Grand Hustle. And he's one of 2. Young Joe ain't really do nothing. I see he's on the list of people that we can still talk about. But those 2 guys never really popped off. And it's not like they didn't have like a couple of hits, especially B.O.B. Like B.O.B. had some big hits, but he just like fizzled out. I don't know. Like it just never really took, like he never took off. But he had the opportunity, it just, couldn't grab it.
So if you were here, who would you say?
Deuce is very interesting.
That's even foul to even put him on the list, bro. He just like, come on, man. Duke's still
Well,
around.
I'm just saying, like Duke still makes good music, Ken. But you didn't think that it would have took off more than what it really has, and he got dropped off his label. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel you because I'm a fan too, Ken. I fuck with Duke Deuce every time I see
He's
his
still
name.
trying, man.
I'm not saying he's not,
I think
he's not where he should have been.
Well, so this is almost like the gift and the curse of having viral memes. So when you go viral for like a moment in a video more than the music, then it reduces your staying power.
Okay.
And I think that's what happened to him because his sound is very throwbackish. It's stereotypical Memphis sound, which has a place and a moment that's reserved in time, but also that's just for Memphis as well. So it's kind of hard to get outside of the state. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying like people like Dolph did it
in the city. Yeah, but Dolph was popular, but Dolph didn't blow up.
He was getting there.
Yeah.
He
Like you was starting to get big, like Yo Gotti status.
But
Exactly.
He didn't have a carbon copy sound of an old sound that
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
So it was somewhat unique.
I don't know, but I definitely think that he should have been bigger than what he is right now because his music is very energetic. Right, it's high energy. How come they're not using it in the NBA? How come it's not being used in commercials? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a pocket of where you can use his stuff in other realms of media.
Why is Glorilla bigger than him right now?
She shouldn't. She shouldn't be, Ken.
Like she came out as a sidebar to him, right? Like
come on,
featured her.
Yeah,
like that's kind of crazy.
Come on, man. Like
that's kind of crazy.
Duke should be bigger, bro. based off of the talent. He sound good, Ken. I'm a fan, but
I think and just for the Glorilla thing, I think she came in on the right time at the right time.
She did.
She came in. At the right time.
Timing is a big part of success.
It is. It absolutely is. I think the timing was bad for him, but it is
bad for him, good for her.
Bad for him, good for her. Yes, but I will say like Memphis is due for their time. You know how it used to be like, oh yeah, Texas got a time. Why not Memphis had a time? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I guess it ain't like that no more. Huh.
Yeah. Well,
it's not like that.
I think because of the internet.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, everything is so global.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has access to it, so it's hard to, you know, go visit Memphis or Houston or out west and pick up something local, and then come back to wherever you're from and be like, hey man, this what they playing up there, bro. You heard about this? It ain't the same because I can just easily hear about it. Just go to Spotify.
I think the most consistent place is probably here, right? Atlanta, probably the most consistently.
Yep. Which how do they do that? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But staying in the South, you already know, and I'm pretty sure this is the reason why this person's still on this list, because y'all wasn't gonna talk about him without me. Big Crit. Hey man, look.
What happened?
That's my guy, man.
I don't know, man.
That's my guy.
I don't know. I think the Def Jam situation didn't play out the way it should have played out.
Obviously.
I think in the moment, you know, Def Jam was focusing like on underground artists. They were listening, you know what I'm saying? They went and got Logic, they signed Logic, they signed Big Crit. And
they signed Logic to a distribution deal, right? Or
or management or something like that.
Because I remember he was just like that was
he's still independent. Yeah.
When he was bragging about it.
But it was still ties to Def Jam nonetheless.
Right.
And they went and got Big Crit as well. And Crit, man, I think the album didn't hit and they didn't really push it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when you signed to Def Jam, the way that he did, we should have heard his music on the radio. I think that would have been a telltale sign that, oh, okay, like this is why you signed to Def Jam. Because then why sign to Def Jam? And again, the album wasn't a bad album, you know what I'm saying? But it's not high in his discography for me. You know what I'm saying? There's way more projects that to me hit way harder than his debut album. And your debut album means something, especially when you signed to Def Jam.
Let me ask you this. Why did it work out for Vince and not Big Crit?
So Vince, from a business perspective, I can't remember which album it was, but it's very recent. I don't think it was Ramona Park. I can't remember which one, but he was talking about how he created that album solely for media placements.
Is it FM?
Maybe. Big Fish Theory?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he recorded that just for like TV placements and stuff like that. Like that was his focus. So he was like, I made more money on songs that they didn't use than I would like selling my album.
Yeah, because he had the Sprite joint popping, all that stuff, placements and stuff.
Damn, smart.
So he had a better strategy. You know what I'm saying?
They wasn't using Crit stuff like in the NBA and stuff. I thought they were.
It was a song off of when Miami won.
Yeah,
because Bron was playing it.
Yeah, I remember that.
So Bron was playing it, and then I
remember that. Yeah,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
would think if Bron endorsed it, you would think. Now it doesn't happen. Like he did T Grizzly, right? First day out the Fed. Yeah. You know, the only thing T Grizzly is really known. Although he actually dropped a project. I don't know if we reviewed it, but he dropped a project where he had like a 3-part song. The storytelling was crazy.
Oh, people rock with T Grizzly.
Yeah.
Detroit definitely still rock with him.
Yeah. But the storytelling was crazy on that record. Spike and I were talking about it. So he has a thing, and he's probably just stay in that pocket of Detroit. But again, like an endorsement for Bron, like didn't even pay for it. Like so you would think that there would be some carryover for that, but I think with Crit, this is not intentional. But I think he just got stuck in time. And it's not intentional.
Sounded pretty intentional.
I know.
When it didn't hit, it's like he didn't follow up and come through anything, or I don't know if he's not still with Def Jam.
Nah.
Yeah. So
but where's when he dropped that DJ Drama mixtape? It's better this way.
Yeah. So where's the music? And we just reviewed one.
Yeah.
And it was still very much similar. Like he's still holding on to the My Sub thing and all the other stuff. It's like, and remember one of the things I said, why do we still need this? So I understand it's for the fans, and you guys particularly enjoy it because it's part of the series. But the industry has moved on.
True, but Ken, you know, sometimes I talk about how you have to be able to just monetize the biggest audience you possibly can. He didn't go where we thought he would go and where we wanted him to go.
Where I still think he can go.
Why do you believe that?
Because I think he's creative. I think he's talented enough. I think the music and the beats that he can make can still be listened to today because it's you know, soulful beats and stuff like that. That stuff's still in.
But Ken, he's tried other types of music, and I know me, I didn't like it.
Are you talking about the one he did with Wiz Khalifa and?
No. That one was straight. They have a group name. I can't remember the group name, but we did it on D365.
Full Court Press or something. Is it Full Court Press? It was something
like that. Something like that. But either way, Ken.
You talking about the singy song when he did? The one that he
the sing song.
That's the one That's the one you was trying to explain, right?
Yeah. Like he did that. Like he's tried other things that didn't hit Ken. So why not?
Yeah, but that was a couple of years ago, though.
But if he didn't hit it then, he didn't hit it when he first came out. When is he gonna hit it out the park? What is it gonna take? Because Def Jam didn't do it.
I feel Ken to a certain extent. He is very talented. And
I don't disagree.
You can't count him out.
I love him.
I don't think it's a situation where you can count him out. Now he hasn't done it. I'm with you in that regard. Like, damn nigga, what can you do? Cause like what is that spark? Like what's gonna happen to make you, you know, everybody ears perk up, right? And with Ken in the sense of like, I wouldn't count him out. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't, man. I wouldn't count him out.
Bare minimum, he can do producing.
Yeah.
No, 100%. And he has. He did that joint on 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne joint. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he got his producer credits. I was
just saying, I know we were talking about T.I.'s and you label. Label, and you slightly brought him up with Young Dro. He's been somebody I was always a fan of.
My nigga, you read my mind because that's exactly where I was about to go.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was transitioning to.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was about to say, I you know, briefly talked about him. But Young Dro, bro, like, so you've always liked him.
I always liked him. I've always liked him. I thought he had a flair, man.
He did.
Like, he really had a flair. Like that shoulder lean shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I like the shoulder lean shit. And then I also heard some of his underground shit. Like he had some mixtapes that were good. I was like, he was rapping over like boom bap shit. I'm like, damn, like Dro is talented. Like Dro can rap for real. You know what I mean? So yeah, I always liked him. I just felt like it's almost like a Logic and the other people on the label. Like he's too big for the other ones to really, really shine. Like kind of like who's the other guys that were good that were under Logic, but they just never got the proper shine?
Castro,
even Sylvan LaQ.
Yep.
Like
and he had John Bellion.
Once
upon a time.
So I feel like it's a situation like that, but I don't know exactly what happened. So, you know, I really feel like Dro could have been that guy, at least for a little while.
Yeah. Like, you know, my boy, RIP Mike McQueen, he put me on. So I remember we just moved to Atlanta and he was in the military. He was in Columbus. Yeah. And he had pulled up, you know what I'm saying, Florida boy, Tahoe 24s, 212s in the back. He was bumping shoulder lean, bro, like heavy. Like that was the only song. Like, bro, we went from Powder Springs all the way to Atlanta, downtown. That's all we was bumping.
Right.
All we was bumping.
Because he had another big track. I forgot the name of it though, but it came out. It was dope too. Like, yeah, man, Dro had a sound, man. I hate he ain't pop off or whatever. I don't think he's like Crit. Like, I think his time is done.
Dro's been having some hard ass features lately though. I'm not saying, you know, I'm here for a Dro project or whatever,
really?
But yeah.
What has he been on?
So it was this album that me and Ken review called 1K Few. And it was a Christian album.
Wow.
Yeah, and he sounded really
went
good
off on that shit.
Yeah.
Dro
it was
tight,
Zaytoven. Zaytoven was doing the producing.
Did I like his verse?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Dro dope, man. I'm telling you, man. Dro. Yeah, maybe if he got with like a drama or like a 21 or something like that, somebody that's currently popping.
2006, and then Best Thing Smoking, and then he had an album in 2016. So he's still rapping. I think
he might pop out.
This is the first for me, Sonny. I heard Young Dro could rap. I never thought I'd hear those words.
Wow.
Well, okay, so he's not like Lyrical Miracle.
Nah, he's
No,
not.
I'll mess with you.
Yeah. He's not. I mean, let me be clear. He's not Lyrical Miracle. He just do shit.
Nah, he had to think
it's like
about
T.I.
it.
Like you know how T.I.
I got
raps.
you. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Shoulder lean was huge, bro.
Yeah.
No, it was. This next rapper I want to talk about, he from the hometown. He didn't have a big hit like Young Joe, but Lil Bibby.
Man, bro.
I thought Lil Bibby was gonna be that guy.
That's the one with the voice, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I get
Tall, light-skinned cat.
him and G Herbo confused.
Yeah, no. Tall, light skinned cat.
Yeah, Lil Bibby, man, he was like right there, bro.
He was.
He was right there, and
He was in the Chief Keef era.
Yeah, but he was so different from Chief Keef,
100%.
which like made that work because you had this whole part of Chicago telling stories and representing this other side, and then you had Lil Bibby, who was another representation of what was going on in Chicago. And depending on what type of rap you like, you can pick one. Mm-hmm. And, he had that dope ass voice. He had a mixtape that was popping. I'm actually about to listen to some of his stuff now because I'm going through my Apple Music library, just cleaning it up. And I'm just listening to all the stuff that's in there. Mm-hmm. And I thought Bibby was gonna make it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
You know what, man? I know something he had said was like he got out of the rap game, he really got into the real estate game, and he just wanted to kind of get away from the streets and stuff like that. But I really thought he had it, Ken. He had the charisma. You could tell that he was one of those dudes that just kind of try to stay out the way, but did what he had to do to live. I really thought he was going to be bigger than what he was, but did he ever really get any big features or anything like that?
I know he did stuff with Lil Durk and stuff like that, but I think that's when Lil Durk was just beginning. So Lil Durk, and Lil Durk kind of capped out too. And actually, I just got them mixed up again in this conversation. I'm about to go through G Herbo stuff, not Lil Bibby's. But I remember Lil Bibby, man. I think I think it was Q that used to talk to me, and we used to talk about Lil Bibby as well. So yeah, interesting cat, bro. But I'm glad he kind of, instead of just phasing out and it just didn't pop off for him, he made a choice to go do something else. So it was his decision.
It's funny when I type in Lil Bibby, it said, "What happened to Lil Bibby?" It says Lil Bibby is a record executive now, but that was in 2022. So I don't know if he still is in 2024.
That's
but
dope.
In 2022, he was a record executive. He said he was behind the success of Kid Leroy's earlier section of his career or something like that. I don't even know what that is.
Kid Leroy.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
What's then?
Yeah, he said Juice WRLD too, earlier section of his career, and Juice
now
WRLD.
we
That
talking
makes
about the
sense.
name, but Kid Leroy, bro.
Yeah.
It's a success.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Lil Bibby was interesting though. He looked like a kid, but he wasn't a
grown
kid.
ass
Like he
man.
was grown as man.
Yeah.
It was weird, like a babyface killer type dude. Like yeah. Desi Hines, man, y'all remember him?
Who?
He was from the
me
Pro
look at
Era
the name, bro.
group, Pro Era crew. He was rapping. He used to be on Joey Badass shit and all that.
Yes.
Man, he was dope. Like he was dope. Like I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he ever really popped off or whatever. But yeah, he was a standout. He like Joey Badass featured him quite a bit because you still got Chuck Strangers that's still around and stuff like that. But
Which is
CJ Fly.
crazy.
yeah, him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was wondering like, what happened to him? Like, yo, he was dope.
That's a good one. And sometimes, God, it's gonna sound disrespectful, but trust me, Chuck, it ain't. Sometimes the most talented don't make it. And Chuck Strangers at the time, from a rapping perspective, wasn't there.
Right. He wasn't. Not
But
like Desi Hines.
Yeah. So it's interesting because for Chuck, the grind, the desire to be better, the desire to be great pushed him more than Desi Hines, who may have just been going off raw talent. Possibly, I don't know. I never really followed his career like that, but I bring that up to say, like, talk about what happened to these rappers. In reverse, Chuck Strangers is an interesting case study.
In reverse, yes.
To see how this guy went from being totally dissed or dismissed by critics, to now, working with Alchemist, fine-tuning his craft, and putting out that recent project that was so good, Rod, that even Spike liked it.
Oh, really?
Spike of all people.
The one that I brought up, the Forsaken Love Plea?
We reviewed it. It is a very interesting and enjoyable listen.
The one before that is good too. Y'all should go back and listen to that one too, man. Yeah, I just brought it up. Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
Chuck Strangers is nice, man.
Yeah, I was like, who is this guy? Where did this guy come from?
That's what I was saying.
What is
Even when
going
I got into it with Mike, he said, "Yo, he been rapping like that." I'm like, since when? I do not remember that. Like, when did that happen?
Nah, me either. I don't remember that either.
Nah, I don't remember that shit. Nah, not that guy. That guy's different. He's fine tuned his craft, like, for sure.
Yep.
So do y'all feel Denzel Curry is like that? Do you think
he's just been quiet?
Hey, I think he's just quiet. I think he could pop up anytime and be all right.
True, but
Yeah. I think
he just had a feature verse on something.
but I'm saying, but do you think he should be bigger than where he is?
Not necessarily. I think he has still has like an underground type of sound. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's mainstream.
Okay.
I don't think he's mainstream. So I think where he is fine.
So has he maxed out?
I don't know if he's maxed out. I think that base can grow more. I just don't think it would just spill over to
like a
commercial sound. I just think his underground fan base will grow largely. I think he should stay where he is. He has a lot of respect right now. He grew, and I think he still has room to grow a little bit more in that sector.
I think he can still pop out. I think he can be still successful because I think he has the requisite tools, personality. He has a signature style and sound that's him, and he put out a really dope album that shit even I like. So that showed growth, artistic growth at that. I just hope he didn't miss this moment because he was around that time where you had ASAP, you had Tyler, and some other guys that was like starting to kind of bubble up and ascend past like the popular underground into like the mainstream.
100.
And he was following right behind them. But all that being said, I think he could still drop right now and probably with the right project set the world on fire. People like, oh, there you go. I've been waiting for that guy to come back.
Yeah, because he's done it before. Like he went quiet and came back out, and he had some dope shit. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all, do y'all feel that like Slaughterhouse should have been like the first kind of Griselda-esque?
Well, we know what happened to them.
What happened to them, Ken?
You know, it's in inner turmoil, you know, with the group.
They literally made a whole album about it.
Yeah. It was such a moment in time to have 4 rappers of their ilk come together to put out an album. That first album was dope. And I'll never forget because I thought this was like a moment, bro. It's like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, this is what we've been waiting on. Like, you imagine this growing up, at least for me, growing up, listening, like having my favorite solo artists, you know, separate, coming together to form a supergroup. Kind of like basketball, right? And then it's like, oh man, this is dope. This album is incredible. They can even have a little mainstream sort of radio thing going on. But it's only gonna stay here. And then here comes Eminem. And he grabs him like, oh shit. They about to take off. Eminem got him, man. Everybody loves Eminem. They gonna have the push and the machine behind them.
Flatline.
Done. Slaughtered.
Yep.
And it's just like, no, why do we do this? And just because he EP'd that album, right? And the sound and the decision behind like doing that, we were fine with what you had.
Yeah.
Just
we wanted the underground.
Everybody
like
knows,
they didn't have to change it,
right?
Because of the mixtapes. Like the mixtape before that, like come on, bro.
Completely.
Like that's what we wanted. That's what it should have been out on Shady. And Shady, for whatever reason, wanted to change the sound and give them a more mainstream appeal. My thing is this, and this is where I would say like the balance. This is where the balance was lost, Ken. This is what Hell Rail was talking about.
Look at Hell Rail. Hell Rail was talking about 2024 getting another name drop on Dead Hip Hop.
This is what Hell Rail was talking about, bro. Look, we gotta take that style of music And when you sign to a Shady, when you sign to a Def Jam, it means that style gets put on the radio. Why not? Why does it always have to sound the same? Why does it have to fit this box?
Yeah, but the radio songs were terrible.
No. Ken, what I'm
Am I misunderstanding?
Yes,
Okay.
you're misunderstanding. What I'm saying is they didn't need to change.
Okay.
The muscle of Eminem's Shady Aftermath should have been like, we're putting this on the radio instead of changing their sign for the radio.
I do agree with you. And again, bad decision by M because those songs that they were doing that worked well for Eminem,
horrible.
He thought would work well for them because it worked well for Eminem. But Eminem got to also understand you're a white. That stuff will work because you're white.
I had one more person.
Go ahead.
We'll close it out with that.
Somebody we interviewed, Bishop Nehru.
Oh, okay.
What happened to him?
Go ahead, say the name. You didn't even say the name.
Bishop Nehru.
Oh, you said Bishop Nehru. My bad.
Yeah. What did you thought I said?
No, I didn't hear the name.
Bishop
I didn't hear the
Nehru.
name.
Yeah, Bishop Nehru.
Yeah.
What happened? He had a doom push.
Yeah, he
I
did.
thought that was it, bro.
Like, what? Like, did he ever drop anything after Naruba Doom?
I think
or
there
whatever?
was one more.
One more?
Yeah.
One more that I know of, and
Yeah.
I don't think it was all that good. But man, when he linked up with that Doom, when they collabed, however that came about or whatever that was, I was like, oh shit, this dude, yeah, he about to go.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
bro, you working with Doom, bro? Like Doom, like what's going on? And just fizzled out. It's unfortunate because
He dropped something in 2023.
yeah, some of these guys
October
still
6th.
working, but still, it's like the moment is missed.
Ken.
Like,
Wait.
Did you know
why?
about it?
Yeah.
No.
Like,
I
yeah.
did not.
Why?
The only reason why I even know is because you brought him up.
Right. Yeah, he was like that Joey Badass kind of era, whatever. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
What was he, like 16? 14? Like 15?
Was it you two that interviewed him? His
Yeah.
dad came or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Little Five over there.
It's
EAV, East Atlanta Village. One of those spots over there. Yeah.
Baby, bro.
Said I still
I say he was a baby.
he was a
Yeah.
baby. I still think I have the picture on my IG, so go follow that.
Yeah.
Shit, we got enough rappers on here, bro. Like I could keep going. Like,
I know.
Like this shit is actually very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure there'll be a part 3. Look, can we get 1,500 likes? We'll give you a part 3.
Drop some names, y'all.
Yeah, drop some names that you want us to talk about.
Yeah, for real. I'll do that.
But yeah, we out.